Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the best brawlers for every single modifier in ranked right now, and also take a look at the best brawlers just currently in the meta. Also, be aware that there's some balance changes coming tomorrow with a maintenance, so I'll update you guys on the cheat sheet, best brawlers in the game, and everything once the balance changes drop. But for now, I'm going to help you guys push up in ranked as much as possible. Also, you've got to note that there's no rank boost as well until the maintenance tomorrow, so maybe it might be just beneficial to wait till tomorrow, because it's going to be a long grind to even get towards masters, even for pro players. So let's jump into the first one, which is gadget galore. So with gadget galore, every 15 seconds you can use a gadget. So one thing to bear in mind, do not use the +1 gadget gear on any brawler. You're not going to get any value out of it. That's just a quick one. But in terms of the best brawlers, and you can see on the screen right here, I actually don't think it's as influential as I thought. I thought it'd be like you just spam literal gadgets and you get it within 5 seconds. I probably didn't watch Brawl Talk correctly, but you get that cooldown, which isn't actually beneficial. Brawlers like Lily, for example, they're going to be better, but the broken thing with Lily is that you can pop your gadget normally, and then once you get back out of the realm, you can then just pop your gadget again for safety. You can just keep spamming it back to back, but you can't really chain those. But still, brawlers that have really good gadgets, they're obviously going to get better, and brawlers with really terrible gadgets, for example, like Daryl, he's got 2 really bad gadgets, they're not going to be as good. But overall, everyone's going to improve as long as they've got one decent gadget, because they're going to have more utility, especially the longer the game goes on, the more those broken gadgets are going to be coming into effect. So that's why brawlers like Piper are really good, because you can use both gadgets effectively pretty much everywhere. So you got knockbacks, for example, she's literally uncounterable. If you use knockback and they've got assassins, you're always going to have one essentially. So that's just absolutely hilarious. Also, a thing to note is that the brawlers that are easily countered once they run out of gadgets, for example, there's a few brawlers that have knockback abilities, so like Ems, Jean, Sandy with stuns, Piper with knockback. They're actually going to get better, because now they're going to always have a gadget available. You get what I mean? Like, normally if you're a Mortis, you can always chase down an Ems, a Sandy, and burn their gadgets down. But now with this modifier, you can't really do that, so bear that in mind. And of course, you've got to be counting when they last use their gadget. That's also a really clutch thing in this modifier. So again, if you're playing Assassin, which is a lot of them in this meta, if they've just used a stun gadget, they can't use another one 15 seconds. So try and make use of that as quickly as possible whilst they're vulnerable, and yeah, take them down. In terms of other good brawlers as well, Kenji's going to be really good because he's got a broken gadget, and essentially you're going to have so much survival with Kenji. By the time you probably team wipe someone, you're going to have another gadget available, which is hilarious. You've also got like the Sandy with a stun, Surge with the power surge gadget. You can just spam unlimited shots. It's crazy. Mo with his gadget is overall pretty good. I just think the meta doesn't actually shift too much. It's just a couple of brawlers are going to get better because of the gadgets. Okay, so now we're jumping into the next modifier, which is Sick Beats. So this is a returning one. I don't think we've seen it for a little while, but here are your best brawlers on the screen right here. So I apologize if I missed any of these brawlers that are really strong. Of course, I'll be streaming as well to really develop and understand the meta, but from what I can remember, and especially since pushing to Diamond today, there are a few brawlers that are very, very good, and that is mainly the Assassins. So you think of all of the tank counters in the current meta, they have a knockback built in their super gadget, whatever, and you just literally can't choose them. So for example, Gale, he's unusable in this modifier. Do not use Gale no matter what. You've got no pushback ability. Even a tornado twister does not even work. So what's the point using Gale? So again, you can use Assassins. The best ones are going to be Mortis, Kenji. Carl is absolutely insane in this modifier because super can't be interrupted, and you've add that protected Perret on top of that. Nothing can kill it. BB, really insane. I know her knockback doesn't work, but I actually think sometimes that actually helps her, and she can destroy everyone. Lily as well. Basically, every assassin is going to be better. And then you've got to consider the tank counters that don't have any knockback ability built in. They're actually just going to get stronger, because at least they can feed off all of these assassins. So for example, Meg, I know she has a knockback in her star power, but she's still going to be pretty good because of her main attack can just melt through people. You've got Chester as well. I know he's got a stun super and a knockback super as well, but I think Chester still just deletes everyone. Same with Mo as well. I know his super does have a stun, but you can still just melt everyone. Cordelius, a brawler that does really good into tanks as well. Clancy going to be pretty good because his super just melts for everything. Rico as well. So just bear that in mind. It pretty much just is assassins non-stop. That's all I've been going. Just assassin, assassin, assassin. Run it down as much as possible, and you're going to be good to go. So jumping into the last modifier, it is momentum. So with momentum, every single time that you hit a shot, you gain a little speed boost. I think it lasts for probably like 0.5 a second, 0.25. It's a really short speed boost, but this very much reminds me like quickfire. The brawlers that are good in quickfire are good in momentum, so if you've got that past knowledge, just apply it here. Main reason being is because, of course, the more projectiles that you hit, the more the speed boost you will gain. Also, you got to consider as well, in momentum, tanks aren't going to be good here really unless they've got multiple projectiles, because again, it's just pretty hard to approach people when you're a tank, because if you've got, for example, like a Gale just constantly shooting you, he can constantly just run away with the speed boost and you just can't close that gap. So tanks are really going to suffer in momentum in my opinion, and that's why the likes of Crow is probably the best choice in momentum. I know he doesn't have a ton of damage, but because of his poison, the way that works, you're always going to get a speed boost with every single poison tick, and that's why Byron Loki is pretty good as well. Amber's going to be really good because, of course, she has so much ammo and you can literally just spam auto aim and you have infinite speed. Gale, Jean, Cole, all of these brawlers with multiple projectiles. For example, Rico is absolutely insane on this modifier because you've essentially got both star powers combined. If you use super bouncy and then then you basically got robo retreat every time you hit a shot. That's why I absolutely love Rico in this modifier. Again, other brawlers that are going to see improvements are going to be brawlers that are good on quickfire. So for example, Leon, he's going to be pretty good in this modifier. He's got multiple projectiles, keep that speed boost. Max, Lola, Griff, there's endless possibilities, but like I said, the meta's definitely going to be those longer range brawlers. So now we're going to be moving into the normal modifiers. So as you push up in ranks, the less of a chance you get these crazy modifiers and the more chance you get the just classic modifier, and especially if you reach masters, you're just only going to get the classic modifiers. So it's good to know the meta. So first off, the best brawler in the game hands down has to be Mo. So just spam Mo as much as possible. The early ranks, I'm playing so much Mo, so it's definitely vital to have Mo leveled up by now. I know that he's probably going to receive some balance changes. It's been very rare that brawler at top of the meta has just been killed straight away. You think of all the brawlers that have been released, you know, Clancy, you think of Larry, pretty much every brawler's at the top. They pretty much remain at the top for a while. You know, even Charlie in the past, she was meta for 6 months, so I don't think Mo will really be killed. So yeah, you can definitely still be safe in maxing him out. Gale as well, I know that Gale probably will receive some nerfs as well, but still his hype charge is busted and he's just so strong overall. You've also got the likes of Kenji, who I've just been having so much fun with. He's so good in ranked because you've got the star power that can just tank so much in the first interaction, and then you've got the gadget, so you take heavy damage, just press your gadget. By then you'll have your super will be able to heal you up as well. When you land, you can then just slice them because you'll have all your ammo back, and then you can just pop gadget again. It's just this cycle of just Kenji destroying everyone. So Kenji definitely is really good in this rank season. Next, I went with Chester. So Chester is absolutely a top 5 brawler in the meta right now. He's so consistent. You can pretty much go Chester everywhere outside of Bounty and Knockout, and still some maps there you can go Chester. The reason being his damage output is just absolutely insane. You pair that with really high HP, some really good supers that can catch the opponents off guard, and I just think it's really hard to approach Chester, especially since the reworked his Bellomanian star power. He just shreds way better than anyone else in the game right now. And then finally we have Daryl. So Daryl is always my good sneaky pick. People still underestimate Daryl. I don't know why. The only weakness is that at the first interaction it takes him 30 seconds to get his first super, but once you get your first super you can just keep chaining, keep knocking back the opponents, and just pretty much win every single time. Like, the only brawler I struggle with a Daryl is really like Gale, because he can just place his Twister gadget. But every other brawler I think I can kill with Daryl. So there's a few other brawlers as well. Quickly I'll go through some of likes of Mortis, really good as a late pick in this rank season. Surge is really good in this meta. Larry, super versatile. Byron, super versatile. And Meg as well. So a lot of brawlers to really go through. As I said, I'll be breaking down the meta as soon as the balance changes drop tomorrow, so look out for that. Subscribe on the channel. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Let me know whether I missed out on any brawlers, on any of the modifiers, because especially with gadgets galore, maybe there's something I've missed because it's a new modifier. But yeah, pretty much everything else should be pretty good to go. So that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.